Hey everyone! So it looks like my fall is gonna look a little different than I had thought. So it seems that the work that I do at some senior centers requires that I get a flu shot. And my body has told me many times when I have gotten the flu shot that it does not like that. So I have to go out on a limb and trust the universe and say, what's next? Um, as I gear up to teach my Reiki and voice classes and trainings, I am feeling lit up about the possibility of having more time and energy and space to teach more of that. And so, yeah, I'm getting really lit up about having more time to, instead of going toward my senior classes where I teach wellness through music, I'm going to bring that energy and put it into my Reiki and voice practice and my trainings. So, pretty lit up. And I love teaching groups of people about Reiki and consciousness and using voice for a presence practice. It's just really up my alley. I enjoy it. So maybe this is the universe's way of saying, do more of that. And so, where in our lives is the universe saying, do more of that? I have some clients these days that are facing some pretty intense physical challenges. And one of the things I whisper in their ear is, what do you want to do more of? What is our body saying, saying to us? What is our physical life saying to us? Are we in alignment with our deepest joy? And is life asking us to change, whether through our physical body or through the outside of how it's showing up, or if certain things are coming to an end and what wants to begin? So this is what I've been looking at lately. And so what is a Reiki and voice class? Well, I use Holy Fire Reiki, Holy Fire 2 Reiki, and I teach Reiki 1, 2, advanced training, advanced Reiki, and master Reiki. And I also teach the Master Karuna class as well. And then I add into it all the vocal work that I've been, conscious vocal work that I've been practicing over the past 20 years. Because I have found that Reiki and voice just weave this really beautiful web of consciousness together. So we start using our voice and vocal awareness to see where we're blocked, what wants to surface, what wants to be sung truly um, out to create an open flute sensation for our spiritual life and connection to the spirit that we are. And so I really see it as we are a droplet, and we are the droplet of the whole as well. So we're the ocean and we're the wave. We're the droplet and we're the reservoir. And so how are we as the droplet living the essence and presence of the reservoir? And when we practice that every day with Reiki and voice, I have found it gives a sense of trust and grace and faith. And funny enough, these are all words that are associated with religion. Maybe religious practice has some roots of really opening themselves to receiving. Okay, there's a certain surrendering that we can do when we open ourselves up to a religious practice. Now, personally, I am not religious. I view life as an energy and a spiritual connection. So, but I feel like faith and grace, all these things still have room in our lives, even if we're not following a religious practice, but maybe a spiritual or energetic practice. The same fruits are grown. And so when we are in alignment with that primordial stillness, ease, and joy, lays a foundation, a fertile foundation for grace to be like, give this a try. Lays a foundation for quantum leaps. Where quantum leaps of healing happen, I don't know. Perhaps one of the things that came to me was that perhaps it's other dimensional. perhaps something's happening on a different plane, and we align with that and say, yeah, I'll have some of that on some deep energetic level. Because I have experienced several times in my life these quantum leap healings where doctors and psychologists might say, well, you're going to need years to grieve that. You're going to need years to process that. And boom, I didn't need years. It happened within a moment of grace. So I'm a strong proponent of keeping that energetic spiritual ground fertile so that grace and quantum leaps can show up. So life gets easier. We don't have to go sifting through our past and baggage. And although I have a lot of good tools to do that as well, because sometimes that's what's required. But sometimes there's just a gift from the universe that says, hey, let's just put you into a different reality right now. And perhaps that comes with a sense of presence that we're willing to be every day to receive that. I don't think it's something that only happens to certain people. I think it's something that happens when we're willing to receive it, when we're willing to sit in the stillness and say, what else is possible? And when you do that with Reiki, Holy Fire Reiki, maybe your chances are greater. I don't know. So what Reiki is, it's an energy of high frequency consciousness that, so there's all levels of consciousness, right? These bodies are conscious. This phone is a certain consciousness, a certain energy to it. So when we get the Reiki placement or attunement, we get to kind of go and open ourselves and awaken ourselves to a high frequency consciousness. We kind of have grace to just move up to a high consciousness that maybe we wouldn't reach just through meditating throughout our whole lives. It's kind of like a kickstart, and you kind of I see it as like chutes and ladders. You know, when you get on that one space and you get that ladder all the way to the top. Maybe it's something like that. So Holy Fire Reiki, when we get that attunement or placement, it's kind of like that. We're opening up to, or say, yeah, I'm going to receive this. And we get that energy placed in our field and our bodies. So that's what I am going to explore more of the next 6 months. Where my Reiki practice wants to take me, where teaching Reiki and Voice wants to take me, and see what my classes want to give me. Maybe they're going to turn into private one-on-one classes. Maybe they're going to turn into classes full of like 20 to 50 people. I'm open to what Divine Will has planned for me here. And I'm excited. I'm excited to live the energy of this high frequency Reiki energy and give over my agenda. So that said, if you are curious about Holy Fire Reiki, if you're curious about Holy Fire Reiki and Voice practices, go to RebeccaAbraxas.com, RebeccaAbraxas.com/events, and you can see all the stuff I have going on with Reiki. And even you could get a group of your own, and I could meet you at your home and we could explore Reiki together in a training. So let's see what this fall can create for us. So here we go. Whee! Take care.